in the example of Mark Gasson, who decided to implant himself as part of the Cyborg 2.0 project at the University of Reading, he was a senior researcher there and a colleague whom I've often turned to for collaborative reasons, questioning the trajectory of implants. He did in 2010 at the conference we hosted at the University of Wollongong demonstrate how he unleashed a computer virus onto his microchip implant, of course showing and presenting to the world that yes, if we do go this way, if we do go the embedded surveillance devices way, then yes, these devices are just as prone as any other high-tech device to be hacked. And so, as a proponent of the technology, I know Mark Gasson has looked at how implants can be used for convenience applications, but he did identify the social implications of microchip implants when he put this computer virus into the implant purposefully. This did not mix with the biological. We should not confuse the two situations. Mark solely unleashed a computer virus onto the microchip, just like I could unleash a computer virus onto someone's smartphone or desktop computer. However, if we ponder further about the implants that we're introducing into the body, and let's look at examples like heart pacemakers, cochlear implants, brain implants for people suffering from Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's or Tourette syndrome. This is when we can start to look at how implants can physically, biologically impact us when they are tampered with remotely. I'll give you an example. There are people with major depressive disorder, MDD, for whom drugs don't work, antidepressants don't work, and they have opted in for implants. There's about 2,500 persons of this nature, and the number is growing daily. What if the device that was placed there, as they're getting sad or depressed, or they're starting to hear auditory hallucinations, what if the device that was there to electrostimulate the brain as it anticipated a lull in the person's behavior, what if we were to tamper with that? What if we were to always have somebody remotely controlled either on a downer or an upper? And that's a highly plausible way. Yes, companies who are making these implants are creating proprietary solutions. They're not open source. You know, it's very hard to gain access to these, and there's a lot of IP around the actual proprietary standard that's being used. It's the company's own technique and process of applying the electrostimulant to the brain, or in the case of the pacemaker, to the heart pacemaker, and so forth. But what happens when I can remotely control how you're feeling? And that has direct biological consequences. What happens when that diagnostic implant that's supposed to look at your heart rate, pulse rate, your temperature, I start to tamper with? And so I have it on a standard level all the time, and you're relying on it for health reasons, and for all of a sudden you don't realize why you're feeling sick, and yet your pulse is just fine, your temperature is just fine. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not really feeling sick. So I guess when we become over-reliant on devices, there is a risk. And the risk is we let them control us without questioning what they're doing to us.